So I told y'all that I'm literally learning lessons from everyday situations. I'm learning financial lessons from each and everything that happens in my life, right? So my daughter, youngest daughter, sometimes she's late for the bus and she does not make the bus, right? So the bus goes. But now we have it set up. We have her set up on Uber Team so that once she misses the bus, she goes on the app and she um just calls herself an Uber and gets to school. But the thing about that is every time you miss the bus or every time she misses the bus and she calls an Uber, obviously Uber charges me the fee. But I turn it around and I charge her the fee. So I'm not technically paying Uber, she's paying Uber. And so she missed the bus, I would say 2 times in the last 2 weeks. And the ride came up to be $60, which is crazy because it's not usually that much. It's usually about $15, $16, but I think that it was $30 because one day it was really icy and I guess there are fewer drivers when it's icy, snow outside, that type of thing. And as a result, the cost went up those couple of days that she chose to miss the bus or that she missed the bus. And so one day we're going over her fees. I'm like, you know what? This was $25.99, and this time was 33 something. And again, it's usually not that much for her to get from home to school. It's just because of the days that were snowy, icy, and what have you. So then she turns around to me and she says, I can't pay these bills. I can't pay these bills. And so I'm cracking up and I'm thinking, you can't pay these bills. So then get to the school bus on time, right? It's so funny. It is literally so funny how she turns to me and says, I can't pay these bills. And I'm thinking to myself, well, then that would teach you a lesson and that would make you want to be to the bus on time. And so, listen, isn't that a lesson? That is a word for somebody. I can't pay these bills. So if we can't pay these bills, let's stop racking them up. Okay, let's stop racking up the bills that we can't pay, right? So let's stop charging things on credit. Let's stop doing these buy now, pay later things. Let's just stop purchasing things that we do not have the cash for, right? That would only make sense. It doesn't make sense to keep going out spending when there's a bill that you can't pay. Literally, that makes no sense. Not for any of us, right? And I notice when I'm coming to a point where, I'm done with my free spending money for the month and I've spent all that I can spend that month, then what do? I slow down or I stop altogether. And that's what we need to learn how to do. When we don't have the cash for it, we slow down. Literally, we need to slow down or we need to stop. And I know some of us do not have the willpower to do that, but we need to grow the willpower to do that, right? We need to make sure that we have a sensor inside of our mind, our bodies, and our souls and spirits and whatever's causing you to spin that says, hey, red light, red light, red light. You should probably stop spending because you don't have any more money. I'm telling you, these kids could teach us something. That is literally a word for somebody. If I don't have the money to pay these bills, then I need to stop spending, right? If I don't have the money to pay the bills, then I need to stop spending. And one more thing, because I know I'm going to hear about this one. What if I'm spending on needs and I still don't have the money? One thing that I can say about that is if you're spending on needs and you still don't have the money, if by chance you are mixing your wants in there, then we probably can't have those wants. So if you're spending on needs and you're mixing in your wants, you have to stop the wants. So quit the wants and only spend the needs, what you need it for, and you'll be good. You'll literally be good, I think. And if you're not good, then you need to focus on increasing your income, right? And so the question becomes, what can I do in order to increase my income so that I'll have more money to meet my needs and to purchase some of my wants? And some of those things might include Uber, might include Lyft, they might include selling dinners from your home, making banana pudding and selling it. It could be a number of things, right? So look at your talents, look at your skill sets, look at your interests, and then tap into those things to see what it is that you can do in order to increase your income. All I can say is that you got this, you can do it. Let's not spend if we don't have the money to spend. And if you're finding that you need more money, then you got to make more money. Got to make more money.